What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our Week 7 Team Builder, going in APA, the American Pokemon Association. If you guys don't know what this is by now, feel free to check out the playlist in the description of this video. You guys can see other team builders, the draft analysis, all that fun stuff, what we brought each week, why we bring it each week, and then our battles following that. If you guys are new, coming from NPA, feel free to check out some of this playlist. If you guys can also check out the GBA playlist going on right now. If you guys have only been following APA, we did just start up another draft league as well. That's 3 on the channel right now. The APA, the GBA, and now the NPA as well. Feel free to check all that out in the description of this video. Something I do want to talk about in this video is some free agent transactions. I forgot to touch on base on that last week's Team Builder. I just kind of assumed people would realize what it was. So let me go on ahead and pull up the team right here. So we did make some free agent transactions. We had 40 free points left over from our draft. And some of the team I thought was doing well. Some of the team I thought wasn't really fitting my playstyle. So we did make some changes. We ended up dropping Breloom, Mismagius, and Electivire. And we ended up picking up Roserade, Hitmonlee, and Galvantula. And the reason for that was I felt like Mismagius was cool. It was just really choice locked one way or another each week. And I wasn't the world's biggest fan of that. It was really like choice trick 3 attack each week. And it wasn't really fitting my playstyle. Electivire was cool. Electivire was really cool. I felt a little underwhelming in my opinion. Still, I would probably draft Electivire again. And then Breloom only coming 1 week didn't really. Breloom, again, doesn't fit my playstyle. So we picked up 3 mons that I feel like fit my playstyle very well. Roserade, who I've used before. Really solid grass type Pokemon. Great abilities, Natural Cure and Technician. Galvantula, I've always wanted to use Galvantula in League format, so I was really excited to be able to pick that up. And then Hitmonlee, we obviously dropped the fighting type, pick up a fighting type. We do not have a spin blocker anymore, but Hitmonlee being another spinner on the team on top of Cloyster and Excadrill is really nice for hazard control. Fast fighting type is also really cool. We still have the priority and all that fun stuff as well. So I'm really looking forward to using that. If I sound under the weather, if I don't sound as super energetic, if I don't sound super, I apologize. I'm very under the weather right now. I'm going to do my best to keep this, I'm going to say brief. I'm going to say brief because our battle is coming up here in about an hour, and I would like to get this out of the way beforehand. So if there's cuts or anything, it's because I have a coughing fit. I apologize about that in advance, too. Without further ado, we're going to go on ahead and break down the team, all that good stuff. We can go on and take a look. We're playing Mightycus, one of the commissioners for APA. He is currently 2-4, and we are 3-3, so we do have a little bit of an advantage on him. Looking to pick up a W, a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a tear right now as far as losses go. So we're looking to bounce back this week. Mightycus team is very, very. It was kind of a little hard to build for, in my opinion. Nothing too crazy. Just because he does have a lot of really good offensive threats and a lot of really good walls to help around his physical threats. So the draft is really cool. I'd recommend go checking out his channel. The link will be in the description of the video. You guys go support him. Check out his stuff and all of his APA videos. Let's go ahead and talk about the team. First up here, you guys see it above me. He's got the Salamence. Salamence is always a monster to prep for. It does have that glaring 4x weakness to ice, but it's very easily patchable with the right walls, with the right core defensive mons. 2 great abilities, an Intimidate and Moxie. It is one of his Z captains, so he could use like a Draconium Z. He could use like a Darkium Z. He could use like a Flyim Z. Things like that, which could definitely destroy our team. It's got great offenses, 135 attack and 110 special attack. Pops off at about 167 max speed at level 50 with a boosting nature. Does have access to Wish, does have access to Defog as well in case he brings like a really niche set, so we'll see about that. Next up, he got Rotom Wash, which is very bulky. A lot of people are familiar with Rotom Wash in League format, often seen as very defensive, but an offensive Rotom Wash is very scary. It has the Levitate ability, so it does give it a ground immunity. Excuse me. Special attack of 105, obviously, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, all that fun stuff. It can trick, Scarf, and Specs as well. Next up, he has Kartana, which is the other Z-move user. Very fast Pokemon, 109 base speed, 181 attack, with the Beast Boost ability, being able to boost the different speeds. Commonly, you'll see it boosting its own attack stat in order to hit harder, but with the right set, with the right IV spread, you can actually run a Timid Kartana, and you'll continue to boost its speed, so it's faster than the rest of the team. So an SD Timid Kartana could be something that kind of runs through our team. Alolan Muck, very scary Pokemon, very bulky Pokemon. Gluttony with, the super berries that were introduced in 7th gen. Things like that could be very, very scary. Probably an Assault Vest user. I would definitely see something like AV Alolan Muck coming. I could definitely see something like AV Alolan Muck coming. His Mega Pokemon is Mega Slowbro, a Pokemon that we've only faced once before in League format, but we're able to overcome it. So hopefully if it does come this week, we are able to overcome it again. With 180 defense, 80 special defense, and 30 in speed. It's got the Shell Armor ability, so it can't be crit. Typically you see this thing with like Rest or something. Because it can't be crit, the only way to like really wear it down is through like Toxic Poison. So being able to rest off or being able to, you know, have cleric abilities on the team will help that thing out. Alola Ninetales, being able to set the Veil for something like Kartana and Salamence is absolutely terrifying. Veil offense is something I've yet to face in League format. I'm hoping that doesn't come soon. 109 base speed, 100 special defense, 81 in special attack. So like its special attack side isn't too overwhelming. The key here is that it does set Hail for chip damage, and it does have the potential to set the Aurora Veil, boosting the ability of, you know, being able to increase the likelihood of his sweepers sweeping. Silvally, he does have access to Silvally all types, 95s across the board. Solid defogger, can be very good glue to the team depending on what type he decides to bring if it does come. Hitmontop is an incredibly specially defensive bulky Pokemon, has a ton of priority, great spinner, great abilities in Intimidate and Technician too, not only boosting the attack power of its offensive moves, but also being able to intimidate my offensive presence. Golurk is his spin blocker for the team. Iron Fist and No Guard abilities. Hits really hard with that 124 base attack. I believe it can set up rocks. You know, No Guard dynamic punches are always a thing you got to be careful for. Lycanroc Day. He does not have the Lycanroc Dusk. He has Lycanroc Day. That could definitely come with Sand Rush, just as something to take advantage of my own sand if he thinks it's really coming this week. I didn't want to have another Weather War with the Alola Ninetales, so I'm not bringing sand, and I also don't want to bring sand on the off chance that he thinks like SD Lycanroc Day can counter sweep me with my own sand. Accelerock priority, Swords Dance setup, all that fun stuff, another rocker. And then Pyroar is his last mon, 106 speed, 109 special attack. Rivalry, Moxie, and Unnerve are its abilities. Its attack is 68, so if he did bring it to be like Unnerve for like an Akaberry set, I'm like, I don't know, Roserade or something. I don't know if Pyroar is coming. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction right now. I'm going to say Salamence is coming. I'm going to say Rotom Wash is coming. I don't think Kartana is coming. I'm going to say Alolan Muck is coming. I'm going to say Hitmontop is coming. I'm going to say Lycanroc Day is coming. And then I'm going to say, maybe Scarf Kartana. Maybe Scarf Kartana. Maybe Scarf Kartana. So I'm going to say Mence, Rotom, Muck, Hitmontop, Lycanroc, and Kartana are coming. We'll see what ends up actually happening. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our team right here. First up here, you guys see on the team, we have Serrated, Choice Scarf, Excadrill this week, Mold Breaker ability, Earthquake, Ironhead, Rock Slide, and Toxic, 12 in HP, 252 attack, 244 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Excadrill this week, actually, another reason I didn't want to bring Sand is because Mold Breaker, Excadrill just smacks him around a little bit. Excadrill, outside of Salamence, Excadrill just kind of manhandles his team. Once Mence is like if it's a defensive Intimidate Mence, once that's gone, I am so free to just click Earthquake on his entire team. It's not even funny. Let's bring up some calcs here really quickly. We can bring up some calcs here really quickly just so we can talk a little bit about this. Also to refresh myself for my own team builder. Excadrill here. So Rotom Wash defensive. Rotom Wash defensive, yeah. Unless he's like max HP, max defense, Earthquake has, you know, let's just check here. Max HP Rotom, Earthquake knocks out. Earthquake knocks out. 93.8% chance to OHKO, excuse me. It really does just manhandle his entire team. Ironhead is there. Ironhead is nice for the Alola Ninetales. Ironhead is good for the Salamence as well in the switch in. Rockslide is also really nice for the Salamence, just in case I do get choice locked. We are set to outspeed Scarf Rotom Wash by 1 point, which is very, very nice. Toxic is there because Slowbro is definitely a switch into this thing. Hitmontop is definitely a switch into this thing, so being able to click Toxic on those threats is really nice. What was the other option? I believe the other option was maybe even Spinning, but we've got Spinning covered on the team. So Excadrill really, really does put in a lot of work this week. And once the Salamence is gone, I'm free to just kind of start clicking Earthquake once other things wear this thing down. I'm really looking forward to see what Excadrill does this week. Next up here, we are bringing Ivy, the Roserade. She is rocking the AV this week with the Technician ability. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, and Hidden Power Ground, 188 in defense, 92 special defense, 228 speed with a Timid Nature. So 92 special defense. This is actually here for, first off, we do outspeed Rotom Wash by 1 point, an offensive Rotom Wash by 1 point. We shrug off everything it wants to go for, aside from like Will-O-Wisps. Obviously, Technician does boost the HP ground, which is hurting things like Pyroar, Lycanroc Day on a switch in if need be, and then the Alolan Muck as well. Dazzling Gleam is very nice for Salamence. Giga Drain for the recovery. Giga Drain is nice for Rotom. Giga Drain is nice for the Mega Slowbro as well. This does give us a little bit more bulk, just being able to deal with things like Golurk. Being able to deal with things like the Hitmontop as well is also very nice. And then, like I said, the AV maxed in with the 92 EVs and special defense. Choice Specs Rotom Wash cannot 3-hit KO us with HP Ice. So That is specifically what that calc is for, which is really, really nice. Sludge Bomb, Okos, or Sludge Bomb does quite a bit of damage. Let me just double check here. We'll talk just so I know my own calcs again. So Dazzling Gleam 2-hit KOs Salamence, and Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw 2-hit KOs us. Dazzling Gleam after some chip damage is a clean 2-hit KO on that. Rotom Wash, Giga Drain, clean 2-hit KO. Hydro Pump does 14 to 17% from like an uninvested set. Kartana, I believe this also helps with the Kartana as well. Smart Strike, Air Lace, and Kartana could hurt for sure. HP ground is 71 to 85, excuse me, to Kartana. But if he's Scarf locked, he's going to be locked in, obviously, something like Leaf Blade. Or potentially even Smart Strike. Smart Strike does a bit to us, so does Aerial Ace, but it doesn't one-shot us, which is very nice. That helps with that as well. Alolan Muck, if he's a max HP set. Max HP AV, HP ground is a 4-hit KO, so that is nice chip damage. While it isn't a ton of chip, it is something very nice that does help out, I feel. And then max HP Mega Slowbro, Giga Drain is a 2-hit KO, so unless he starts Calm Minding up on us, we should be really, really good against that. Next up here, definitely one of my favorite mons this week. I really am looking forward to using this. We have Argiop, I'm going to say. Argiop here. The Galvantula. Wow, Crimson CBAD can't even pronounce those nicknames. It was a cool nickname, okay? I wish I could pronounce it. Argiop. The E is silent. The Galvantula. Holding the Magnet with Compound Eyes. Volt Switch, Thunder, Charge Beam, and HP Ice. 252 special attack, 16 special defense, 196 speed with a Timid Nature. This is a really cool set. I really like this set a lot. So we're set to outspeed Salamence. Kartana and Alolan Ninetales obviously do outspeed us. But after a Charge Beam, so originally it was like Life Orb with Volt Switch, Thunder, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Ice, just for the extra damage on things like Lycanroc Day, and or just for the extra damage on something like Golurk. But after the Charge Beam boost with the Magnet boost, Thunder just kind of sweeps. And we're faster than his Pokemon that are immune to it, which is really, really nice. So I'm really looking forward to using Argiop this week. I'm hoping to put in some absolutely the finest work. Compound Eyes does boost it, so Thunder is 91% accurate. 91% accurate. Fingers crossed right there. But we are, like I said, we're outspeeding Salamence by 1. Volt Switch is nice for the initiative. Dropping Thunders is always cool. Just in case he thinks I'm like a web set. HPS, like I said, for the Ments as well. I'm just taking a look at that right here. Galvantula versus Salamence. Yeah, HP Ice is doing 80 to 96. So if I can get a boost off with Charge Beam before this monster comes in, I knock it out. Hell, even Thunder has an 81% chance to OHKO that Salamence from full, which is really, really nice as well. Next up here, Arcanine. Very interesting Arcanine set this week. We're bringing Maximus with the Power Herb, Fire Blast, Solar Beam, HP Ice, and Morning Sun. 140 HP, 4 in defense, 172 special attack, 4 in special defense, and 188 speed. Timid Nature. We are outspeeding Rotom Wash again. Rotom Wash are really manageable speeds here for my team, which is why we keep going into it. Fire Blast hits the Kartana. Fire Blast. Let me double check because I might want to run Flamethrower just in case. Kartana, I feel like even Akaberry still dies to a Flamethrower. Yeah, Flamethrower. Let me just double check. Ninetales as well. Let me just double check Ninetales as well, because I might just want to run Flamethrower instead. Flamethrower does 66 to 80 to a max HP. Fire Blast is 83 to 97. I think I'm going to go Flamethrower over Fire Blast. I'm going to go Flamethrower over Fire Blast here. I don't want to get the Hacks has not been in my favor the past few weeks in League format. So run Flamethrower. We're outspeeding Rotom Wash, like I said. 140 gives us an odd amount of HP. 172 in special attack does secure, I believe, let me check here. Rotom Wash, like a defensive Rotom Wash set. Yeah, Solar Beam. Solar Beam still does quite a bit. Guaranteed 2-hit KO on that monster. Hidden Power Ice is doing some damage to the Salamence. HP Ice, yeah, HP Ice. We're putting some holes in for things like Galvantula and Exterior to come in and clean up afterwards, which is really, really nice. Morning Sun for the recovery. Power Herb just being able to pop off that. So, yeah, you know what? I'm a man. I'm going to run Fire Blast. Other than that, yeah, Arcanine. I feel like Special Arcanine is going to catch him off guard this week. Obviously, Slowbro is a clean switch into this monster every time, but Slowbro is a very easy double into my Galvantula, which is cool, too. So we'll be able to worry about that. Next up here, Long Legs, the Hitmonlee is coming. Choice Band Hitmonlee with the Reckless ability, High Jump Kick, Knockoff, Rapid Spin, and Fake Out. 252 in attack, 4 in special defense, 252 speed with a Jolly Nature. We are outspeeding again Rotom Wash by 1 point. Very good, like I said, very good speeds here for my team to deal with this week. Things like the Lycanroc, the Pyroar, the Kartana, and the Alolan Ninetales do outspeed. We'll talk about that in a second. But High Jump Kick, once the Golurk is gone, High Jump Kick is so easy to spam against his team, it's not even funny. It is not even funny. I wasn't too sold on Hitmonlee until I saw that High Jump Kick just, like, touches a little mug. It's incredible. Knockoff is really nice for the utility. Rapid Spin being able to get away hazards that could otherwise plague something like Galvantula and Arcanine. Fake Out could be very nice priority. Being able to choice ban something like that could be nice. He might not know this set just by, like, who runs banded Fake Out, so I don't think he'd assume that I'd be banded with that. But it could be really nice just to kind of help pick off some Pokemon late game. Things like Weakened Salamence, things like Weakened Rotom Wash, and all that good stuff. And then last but not least, something being able to support the Hitmonlee, the banded Hitmonlee. We have Cabaret coming this week. Aromatisse rocking the Babiri Berry. Shout out to my boy Mr. Talent. Aroma Veil ability, Wish, Protect, Trick Room, and Moonblast. 240 in HP, 108 in defense, 152 special defense with a sassy nature. I'll go ahead and talk about this. Obviously, we are taking a, gosh diggity darn, Smart Strike from the Kartana better. We actually live with the Babiri Berry in this set. We live a +2 Smart Strike from full, and we're able to get a Trick Room in this thing's face. Moonblast, a nice 2-hit KO, and that does bring in the room for something like Hitmonlee to come in and revenge kill. Something also like the Salamence as well, in case that thing gets a little bit too out of control. Obviously, Fly is doing, if he's +1, Fly's doing 65. If he's not even +1 yet, Z-Fly cannot even kill us. Z-Fly is a guaranteed 2-hit KO against us, excuse me, not boosted as well. So we are able to get a Trick Room up on that thing. Firefight, huge Moonblast. Moonblast to Salamence does a lot of damage. Being able to keep hazards off the field so we make sure that we don't take any damage for these mons is really, really crucial. So that way we are able to set up the Trick Room and then get a huge hit off of something like Moonblast. Being able to protect as well, just to kind of see if they choice lock into something is really cool. Wish passing into the Hitmonlee, into the Galvantula, into the Excadrill too is also going to be really, really crucial. So that's going to be it for our team. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, show some love on the like button down below. Like I said, go check out Mighty's channel. The link will be in the description of this video as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this team. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.